that. No matter how composed you think you're going to be, adrenaline must be just coursing through his veins. He's got bubble gum in the mouth, long hair underneath his light blue cap as he flips the ball to Giolito. Lucas needs a good one here. Red Sox trying to sweep this doubleheader. The big Giolito into the wind. The pitch to Gunnar Henderson is a fastball. 94, that's encouraging. Fastball missed outside. It's 1-0.
Yeah, velocity was a little down in his last start. You know, that fastball really does play up when it's up in the strike zone.
1-0. Fouled off. That was a changeup. He's thrown so many of those, Will. He has not always had the command of the slider and or curveball. It's 1-1 to Henderson. That was a hanging change.
Now, in that 2 starts ago in Kansas City, the slider was much better. It had a different shape to it. It was a little grip change he made.
1-1 is a fastball that misses down and in. It's been crazy with Giolito. He's either awesome, dominant, or totally out of sorts, and generally you know right away. 2-1, just underway in Game 2. Marcelo Meyer at third base, and a pitch misses way in. I mean, that's a slider that's not even close, and it's 3-1. The time and temp brought to you by Hatfield Marinated Pork. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield Marinated Pork tenderloins and taste victory with every bite. 3-1 to Gunnar Henderson. The pitch is a ball. A changeup and a 3-1 count. That is a discouraging start for Giolito, a leadoff walk.
Yeah, look, I feel like these guys are always at their best when they lean on their fastballs. In his starts that he's been very successful, it's been fastballs, even in hitters' counts, but him being able to trust it to put it in certain spots in the strike zone. That's not a great sign to me, watching him throw a 3-1 change up there.
Totally agree. The word you just used, trust, is the most important one. Here's Adley Rutschman batting from the left side, and a fastball misses outside. Ayo, Giolito, Newcomb, Houck. Fastball command is where everything starts, and early on in this start, Giolito does not have it. 1-0 to Rutschman, leadoff man aboard, and now Giolito warned to make eye contact with Adley Rutschman. It is hard for me to not make eye contact with Marcelo Meyer. He's over at third. He's over in the hole to play this left-handed hitter to pull. A guy we've been waiting for forever. Top prospect in the Red Sox system. 4th overall pick 4 years ago. The 1-0 is a line drive foul on the first base side. The Red Sox were not good in the COVID year 2020, but their reward for it was this kid, Marcelo Meyer, out of San Diego, who from the moment he stepped onto the scene looked the part, acted the part. He's hit at every level. Health the only issue. He had a brilliant spring training, and here he is at Fenway Park, and he is taking it all in, which I sort of love. He's looking all around. 1-1, Rutschman will step out.
Which you should, because you only get one debut, and you want to remember as much as you possibly can from this day.
Put the recorder on. 1-1 to Rutschman. Giolito's got to dial it in. Pitch is a strike. Change up. And it's 1-2.
You know, and there's a lot going through your head when you debut, and everything happens this fast. You get here, where's my locker? Where's my uniform? Where everything? But also, what are the signs from the coaches? Where do I play, guys? There's so much to do.
They'll simplify that. 1-2 to Rutschman. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him good changeup. And it's a big first out for Giolito. It was hilarious watching Marcelo show up to Fenway tonight. He gets out of the car. The clubby in Worcester drove him here because Marcelo, for 3 weeks, apparently hasn't known where his car keys are. So he gets out on Van Ness Street, these millennials, and he looks around. It was great to see the security guys go, no, the entrance is over there. 1 out, 1 on. Scoreless in the first. Giolito at the belt. Big old beard in the yellow jersey. Swing and a miss. That looked like a cutter slider. That's a good pitch. It's swung on and missed, 0-1.
Yeah, and talking to Giolito and Bailey about that slider, it's kind of an offset four-seam grip he's using, so when he throws it harder, it is cutterish, like that last one.
0-1. He reinvented that pitch a couple starts ago. The pitch is driven high and deep down the left field line and foul and out of play. Fan, look out, man. We've seen enough of that in big league baseball. That half the body was over the sweet level there. Glad he held on.
It's a long ways down.
No kidding.
Not as high as most stadiums.
No.
And this one's been here for a while.
0-2 to O'Hearn. That Meyer is here. He's at third. Of course, he's standing where the shortstop normally would.
Comfortable.
He's very comfortable with. 0-2. 1 on, 1 out in the first. The pitch is chopped toward first and foul. Sogard is there. He's at first. Campbell at second. Story the shortstop. And in some ways, I think maybe Trevor is in there tonight, even with the struggles at the plate to settle Marcelo down.
Totally.
As a defensive veteran. Baldwin Group defensive alignment brought to you by the Baldwin Group Insurance Employee Benefits and Wealth Management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. 0-2. The pitch is down and in. I've always loved Marcelo's actions, Will. I mean, I know it's only his debut, but even in spring training, this metronome-like bat, he just looks the part. And even pre-pitch, he's looking to Story, he's peering in, he's listening to pitch com. He just looks the part.
He has all the mannerisms of a big leaguer already. Now, he'll continue to develop and get even better, but he just looks the part.
1-2 to Ryan O'Hearn. And they throw over to first low, picked out nicely by Sogard. And what a mixture of emotions today is, because in the Red Sox dugout, standing next to Alex Cora, is Alex Bregman. And he's got a yellow hoodie on, a yellow jacket on, he's got batting gloves on, and he's going to be more of a cheerleader than a player for a while, which is so hard to take. 1-2. Henderson looking like he might go from the belt. Giolito throws, and a breaking ball bounced to second. Campbell to second for one. Story's relay in time. Double play, and the inning is over. So Giolito works around the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox will have Duran, Devers.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the...
.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jarren Duran leading it off as Trevor Rogers, the starter for the O's, a left-hander yanks one outside, and that is ball one. It's not gone great for Rogers so far this season, and really not since coming to Baltimore. He badly misses again with a fastball, and it's 2-0. It'll be Duran, Devers, and Refsnyder. 1-2-3 against Rogers. The pitch is driven high into left field, back on it, at the track, able to come on in and make the play is Kjerstad. The wind knocked that one down a little bit, and there's one away.
Yeah, the wind's blowing in from left, kind of towards the pesky pole in right, and that just was hit right into the teeth of it. Good pass, good swing by Duran.
This is 25 debut. Rogers, who was traded to the Marlins, from the Marlins for Kyle Stowers, came over at the deadline and did not pitch well at all. Spent this season so far in Norfolk. The pitch to Devers, swing and a miss, sinker, a mighty lash, and it's 0-1. I still cannot believe they pitched to him in the 10th inning.
You know, someday not to get off the tracks here, but someday Marcelo Myers is going to look back at pictures from his debut.
0-1 is a chopper up the middle. The shortstop Henderson has it. He throws to first in time, and they're 2 away.
So let's say 20, 30 years from now, you're going to look back at pictures from your debut, and they're like, who were you playing for? Because they're going to look and just see pictures of yellow jerseys. Right, was this from UCLA? Or was this?
He's also got some super lettuce going on. Big-time long hair. Times he's got a little beard. He shaved apparently today. Here's Rob Refsnyder. Pops a pitch foul on the first base side and out of play. In this particular half inning, the Herb Chambers batting order is brought to you by Herb Chambers Genesis of Auburn. Refsnyder has just been awesome this year. Seems like every time he starts, he homers. 327 with 4 big flies and 11 driven in. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch, high fastball, and it's 1-1. He's not seen a lot of these Red Sox hitters that often, Rogers. 6'5", 27-year-old left-hander. The 1-1 is a strike at the bottom of the zone. And it's 1-2. That's the kind of move that really hurts Mike Elias, the general manager of the Orioles. They're trying to protect all these young prospects. They sent one of their great ones away, and Rogers just has not pitched well at all.
And Stowers down in Miami has been unreal for them.
1-2. Refsnyder takes the ball. He is so good in 2 strike counts. He is Rob. No score. Red Sox 1 game, 1 6-5. Devers is just on another planet offensively right now. The pitch low with a changeup, and it is 3-2. I really cannot remember a 3-hour period with more weird emotions all combined into one. 3-2. Refsnyder checks a swing foul on the first base side, where great win. Raffy launches one on the ground into center field, and then 5 minutes later, with the news that Meyer is being promoted, that it's a significant injury for Bregman. 3-2. Rob grounds it foul outside of third.
I feel like when Bregman came in super sore this morning, and they decided, okay, we need to get an MRI, I feel like that was the time probably to bring Marcelo, right? Have him get here early enough to be available for both games. But, I mean, I think someone might have taken a ball off. Someone got hit down in the camera well down there. That's the reason for a little delay here. That ball skipped over there, just past their dugout, into the camera well. Looks like it might have hit someone, maybe in the head.
You hope everything's okay. There are clearly some concerns down there. Refsnyder steps out. The net can only protect so much. 3-2. The pitch. Rob drives one high and fouled on the right field line. There is no exact netting right there because the cameras want to be able to get through without the string in the lenses. You really hope that everyone is all right down there. One of the Orioles trainers tending to someone. 3-2, 2 down, bases empty. The pitch to Rob. He has swung on a miss. He got him with a fastball. And the inning is over. Well, we know this. In the second inning, we will see Marcelo Myers' first major league at-bat.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastballs. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Well, Lucas Giolito is back to the mound for the top of the second. We are scoreless, Sox and the O's. It is Ramon Urias who takes a first pitch slider for strike one. And it's Melanie Newman, the Orioles dugout sideline reporter who does some play-by-play and some pre and post for them, who got hit by that foul ball off the bat of Rob Refsnyder, swinging a miss at a changeup. It's 0-2. You and I both know Melanie well. She does a great job. She's a total sweetheart. It looked like she took it off the left side of her forehead and then maybe fell back off her stool. They're attending to her down there. 0-2. Pitch is a changeup that misses 1-2. Certainly, it looks like kind of that concussion protocol.
Yeah, she was up. She was sitting up. She was standing up, so that's a good sign. But that hurts.
1-2 to Urias. Giolito throws. And a slider misses outside, and it's 2-2.
I mean, more heavy off-speed usage. And that appears to be the book against this Orioles ball club.
2-2. Pitch is on the ground to third. Nice job by Myers. First chance. He throws to first. Low. Picked out by Sogard. Muchísimas gracias. And there's one away.
I'll tell you what. They always ask me, in your debut, after your first at bat, did you feel better? No, it was after my first defensive play. And that one got hit to him, and I guarantee his whole body seized up for a quick second, just thinking, oh my God, I'm in the big leagues and I'm making a play, and his buddy Nick Sogard helping him out down low.
I love that Sogard is here. Narvaez, too. So many of these guys he spent so much time with in camp. Here's Emmanuel Rivera, who takes a ball outside. He's smiling. He's blowing a huge bubble, is Marcelo. Taking it all in stride. There's no doubt that is a feeling he's never had in his life.
Yeah, that takes a weight off of him. Get that first one out of the way.
1-0. He'd like a smoother chance next time. This changeup misses up and in. 2-0. Well, you've been there. I mean, he fielded it cleanly. He did the hard part, and then he just sort of short-armed it. What a pick by Sogard over there. 2-0 to Rivera. Second, we are scoreless. The pitch is fouled on the first base side. I can only relate it to the first time I did a major league game on the radio, but it's not even remotely the same thing. You're not doing anything physical. A ball is not hit at you. What's your body doing in those moments?
You have no idea. Surviving.
2-1 is a line drive into right field off the end of the bat, and that's down for a base hit. I would imagine you sort of black out in those moments, don't you?
You do, and then the thing, too, we're not really talking about is he's played 4 games at third base. Yeah. He's not a third baseman. He's a middle infielder, primarily a shortstop. More time at second than third so far this season. But you know what? It's a lot longer throw, and that probably played into why he threw a little bit low there.
Alex Cora said, look, he's here, he's going to play. And he really is going to be in there most days. Here is Heston Kjerstad, left-handed hitter, slider for strike one. But you engage in the game for the first time, and I actually think, Will, that it's good that he got that chance before his first debut.
Totally. 100% agree with that.
0-1. One down in the second. Scoreless here. The pitch is fouled back. Fastball. Good command there. Up and in. And it's 0-2.
Now, 0-2. We've been seeing this a lot lately. Been a lot of waste pitches, uncompetitive pitches, getting to 2-2 and 3-2. Let's be efficient here. Put these guys away.
Well, and it's not just a Giolito-specific thing. 0-2, runner at first with one down. The pitch is a hard ground ball foul outside of first because, look, Will, they used a lot of the high-leverage relievers in game one of this doubleheader. Criswell is available, but many of the leverage guys are not. They need him to be efficient here.
Yeah, and that means not necessarily chasing strikeouts. And be deceptive, change speeds within the strike zone, get weak contact early in counts.
Many times he's been a great ground ball pitcher. The 0-2 loop foul on the third base side. You know, all major league debuts, all promotions are not created equal. And this kid, Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, first round high picks, ceiling seems limitless. People have been waiting forever for them. A lot of emotion and drama behind it. 0-2. The pitch is fouled back. That was a hanging slider. Up enough, though, and it's 0-2.
And Marcelo was the highest pick the Sox has had in the draft since 1967. So, yeah. And plus, he proved to be a really good prospect through his time in the minor leagues. It was always injuries that seemed to hold him back.
Checked every single box. 0-2 to Kjerstad. Rivera leading at first, and that pitch is a curveball that could have been called a strike. Connor Wong didn't receive it all that well, and it's 1-2. He's from Chula Vista, California, one of the great and many Southern California young high school baseball phenoms. 1-2. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled back. He's not getting swing and miss on the fastball. That was center cut, and it stays 1-2.
If he's looking for swing and miss, that's not the spot for it. It's got to be at the very top of the zone and just above it.
1-2 to Kjerstad. Giolito's thrown 30 pitches, and there's one out in the second inning. 1-2. Pitch is looped into left field. Duran started back now in. He's there to make the play. That's a good one for Giolito, and they're two away.
Yeah, need a quick one here. To your point, 31 pitches. And needing to work at least into the sixth inning. Fifth would be nice. We haven't seen the fifth in a while.
I think they feel good about Criswell, but he'd rather he come on deep in the game with a lead. 2 down, 1 on. Here's Jorge Mateos, scoreless in the bottom of the second. Meyer now level with the bag at third. A fastball pours in there, 93, strike one.
Look, at some point we should let the manual scoreboard on the monster still has the 6 and the 5 on the 10th inning. You see that?
I do, and it always gets me.
It keeps,
every single time. It's got to go in a different place. 0-1. I always look up and say, 6-5, Red Sox lead. I'm Ron Burgundy.
If it's on the teleprompter, he's going to read it.
1 on, 2 out the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. And it's 0-2. They should put it, again, who am I, but it just needs to be on the manual American League scoreboard for Game 1. We can look up there and see the score. You're just so conditioned to say, it's 6-5 Red Sox.
Right.
It's actually no score. 0-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him fastball. And the inning is over. Giolito works around the 1-out hit. And when we return, due up third, the first major league at-bat for Marcelo Meyer. Scoreless after an inning and a half on the Shaws and Star Market.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by Ram Trucks. Every night, all
WEEI.
Christian Campbell swings at the first pitch of the bottom of the second and rips it into right field. That's a base hit. There were some embers burning in game 1 of this doubleheader. He looks good again in a leadoff knock.
Really, the last 2 games, his at-bats have been much better, just not much to show for it. In game 1, he did have a hit up the middle, but it just not a lot to show. But he has looked much more comfortable and much more on time. That's a really good sign.
So here we go. Trevor Story to bat now with Marcelo Meyer on deck. He's taken hacks from the left side in the on-deck circle. Story, hitless in game 1, takes a pitch outside from Rogers, 1-0. I really think that Trevor's in there to calm Marcelo down defensively. And he'll bat before Meyer makes his big league debut as a hitter. He's got his eyes, does Marcelo, on Rogers, and Trevor swings and fouls one back, sinking fastball on the inside corner, and it is 1-1.
And also looking at the roster, I mean, unless you wanted to go Meyer at short, Toro, and Sogard, that's another reason Story's in there for game 2.
1-1. Story waits. Campbell leads at first. The pitch is low. Slider. And it's 2-1. What a moment this is. I mean, it depends a lot. The stakes and drama of Meyer's first big league AB. What happens here with Story?
Yeah.
2-1. Hitters count. The pitch is grounded to short. And Gunner goes to second for 1. Relay to first. Not in time. So Story beats it out. It will not be a double play. And here we go. Let's listen to the hand for Marcelo Meyer. 22-year-old Marcelo Meyer, the left-handed batter's box, first at-bat of his big league career. Trevor Story at first. The pitch is outside. Good take. He has had a command of the strike zone, Meyer has. AAA this year. Outstanding production offensively. Deep in the box, he waits. 1-0. Rogers sets, and he'll check in on Story over at first. I'd be stunned if Trevor was going anywhere in Meyer's first ever big league at bat. 22 from Chula Vista, California. So much hope and promise around this left-handed hitter. 1-0. The pitch is outside. Good take. And it's 2-0. The fans are into this Meyer kid. They're all on their feet for his debut.
Love that. Love that. I remember coming up to the big leagues thinking, wow, the strike zone's so much smaller up here.
2-0. Hitters count for Meyer. The pitch is way outside, a sinker, and it's 3-0. And wouldn't you know it, Alex Bregman on a disappointing day is the guy on the railing on the first base side. Everybody watching Meyer here. 3-0. The pitch is taken for a strike. I thought he might cut loose there.
Can you imagine? 3-0 hack.
I kind of hope he'd do the Daniel Nava. He did not, but it's now 3-1. Story at first. Meyer's first big league AB. Rogers throws, and Marcelo takes a strike. That's a beautiful slider.
3-1 slider.
Center cut. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Left
and it's 3-2.
There are no fastball counts anymore.
Listen to these fans. The rest of that calmly on his shoulder. Rogers may have a pitch comm issue. Now he says yes. Toes the slab and looks into Meyer. 3-2. Story huge lead. The pitch is check swing. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Meyer did not swing the bat one time in his first big league AB. He is rung up, and they're 2 away for Nick Sogard.
Yeah, he kind of got painted up there, right? You go down, you see 3 balls in a row. 3-0, obviously you're not swinging there. You get a 3-1 slider, which you're not looking for, and the 96-mile-an-hour paint. Welcome to the show.
No kidding. Here is Sogard. And Story's got a big lead. I think he might be considering it here, especially after that throw over from Rogers. I mean, Myers, first AB, he gets to 3-0. And then ... See ya. Sogard has been so good, 268 with 2 driven in. The pitch. He's batting right, and he drills one down the left field line, but foul. Out in front of that changeup. And we take 10 seconds for station ID. The Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
2 down, a man aboard. And Trevor Story in the bottom of the second. Scoreless here at Fenway. 0-1 to Sogard, who pops one into right field. Coming on is the Oriole right fielder Dylan Carlson. He's there to make the play. Inning over. Now, Trevor Story stranded aboard. We go to the third inning.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New.
Dylan Carlson will lead it off against Lucas Giolito as we go to the third inning, scoreless. Pitch is a slider, sort of like a cutter that misses down and in. That's one. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Ford, Braintree, and Ford of Westboro. 1-0. Giolito with a baby blue, almost powder blue glove, fires a changeup that misses low, and it's 2-0. It's not exactly in the color palette of the City Connect 1.0 uni. I guess.
It's close.
I guess.
Ish.
Not really. It's
You're
like chalk blue.
nitpicking.
I am. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Big fastball. And it's 2-1. You're the gear king. You would not have been that far off on the palette. Come on.
The what king?
Gear.
Gear
swag.
King. All right.
You're not the Gear King. I said the Gear King. The 2-1 is fouled off on the third base side.
From East Texas. I said Deer King.
You've been in a blind, haven't you, boy?
Oh, yeah. Get you some of that backstrap. Throw it on the smoker. Reverse sear that puppy.
We got us a spike this afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Excuse me. PETA's calling.
Nobody out in the top of the third. Giolito and Carlson. That pitch. He is low. Now, Giolito looks like the kind of guy who'd be in a deer blind, but he's a SoCal guy through and through.
Harvard Westlake. Powerhouse.
Yeah, Giolito, Freed, and Flaherty, not bad.
All on the same team?
Come on.
Yikes.
3-2. The pitch to Carlson is lined into center field. Rafaela coming on. He cannot get it. He plays it on one hop and then just sort of flips it off his glove into his bare hand. It's a leadoff hit for Carlson and the O's. I mean, listen, you can say that all you want, but you were on a high school football team with the Michael James. So
true.
We got big league ball player and NFL running back in one backfield.
Yeah, he made me look real good. Let's run the screenplay. I need some pass yards.
Giolito's beard sort of does look photoshopped on. Here's the pitch to Maverick Handley. The runner was off, and the 9-hole hitter at the plate. And a foul ball back to the screen. I guess that's sort of a traditional hit and run.
It looked like it. Who knows if the sign was on or not, but you would think so with the right side wide open. Campbell playing as close as he can to the middle of the field.
Yankees, a much easier time earlier today in Colorado. Here's the 0-1, a foul ball. I think Acuna would like these yellow unis. Everything he touches turns to yellow. He is just one of the great young players in all of baseball. No score, top 3, leadoff man aboard. 1-2 to Maverick Handley, the pitch. He is outside, and it's 2-2.
Maverick, such a good name.
How many times in his life has he been subjected to bad Top Gun jokes?
Well, you dropped one earlier.
Permission to buzz the tower. Time called. He doesn't look like much of a fighter pilot, to be honest.
No, he doesn't. By the way, thoughts on Top Gun 2? The second one?
I'm so partial to the first one.
Well, the first one was great, but I thought the second one was